in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the USC Trojans, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
It's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Washington right back to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Motion from the back. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making checks. They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Lining up to convert third down. Wide receiver going in motion. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Let's see what they do on third down. To throw, it's Applewhite. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. Tries to get it on the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. The give from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense. It makes you really be honest.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Fires left. Finds his man. It's Fowler. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Using his legs, it's Wormley. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to throw, it's Fox. Pressure coming. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to it early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. So an 82-yard drive there. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lawson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, USC. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lawson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Harris.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's got an open man. It's a running room, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he tacks on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to throw, it's Fox. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Looking downfield. On target to the left. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Line getting set on second down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. USC. Now on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Riley. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They're facing a third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Lawson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to keep the drive alive. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time. Turning it on! Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down.
Timeout, Washington.
Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Fox. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's got it on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Might be changing the route. Trying to get the edge on the right. Hard running there. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Runs through a tackle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Huskies moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Applewhite. The throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Coming out with it, it's quick. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Zings it complete to the right. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard, and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping it.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's quick. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They were able to do whatever they wanted the last time they had it. They put together some runs, they completed some passes, and they put a touchdown on the board. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Across the 25, he's got both. motion from the wideout. The run from the shotgun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Notre Dame escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think the Irish fans there today could have done without this one being so close. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Intercepted for the 11th time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got...
There he goes! On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like a slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab behind the line. It's Salazar. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Makes the grab. It's Westbrook. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, USC.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. It's Applewhite. Caught in the backfield. It's Riley. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. Washington wants to go quickly. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll give it on the counter. Can't get him to the ground. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Westbrook. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Fox. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. The 30. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have...
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got a man. It's Fowler. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's going for it all. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
On the run, it's Riley. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Give him 88 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Applewhite. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. And the Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the heat. Trying to get behind the defense. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Riley. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season.
Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdue. He lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 35. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
Good enough for a first down.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to pass, it's Fox. Makes the catch, it's Westbrook. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
USC.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
He'll bring it out. It's Lawson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Pulls it in. It's Harris. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. New set of downs after the completion.
He's got 2. Set, ready.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got the first down and more. There he goes! What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Quarterback making adjustments. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
4-1-4 satellite. 4-1-4 satellite. Trick 9.
Gonna run it. It's Riley. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
They'll go to the toss. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Boise State looks like a legit contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up by 18 over New Mexico. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Wants to throw. It's Fox. That's caught. It's Wormley. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Fires to the tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll keep it on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The play-action fake. With the catch, it's Wormley. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Under fire. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pucks it out of the air. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Trojans are threatening in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Go straight ahead. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offense...
Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The AT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.